Hear me out. Hey guys, it's TheNathan709 here, and
Nathan, is it true that you like Mario Party 9?
Whoa! You really did that? That's so good.
Tell me, man. It can't be
Yo,
true.
Nathan, you really did that? Man, I just heard the news. Did you finish Mario Party 9?
Damn, you did that?
Nathan, did you really do that?
thank you so much for bailing me out, Joss.
Hey, no problem. I mean, when am I gonna get the chance to bail someone out of prison for liking Mario Party 9 again?
Yeah, so I like Mario Party 9.
I can explain. Mario Party. You probably love it, you probably hate it, you probably have no friends because of it. I've always loved this series. It's been one of my go-to games to play when I have a couple friends over, when I had friends. It's just the perfect party game, with high stakes, bruises, and bite-sized minigames that truly define each entry in the series. Mario Party is just a timeless game anyone can enjoy. For the majority of my childhood, I grew up playing two Mario Party games. The first was Mario Party DS. This one is really special to me. I played this all the time growing up, and it was one of my favorite DS games to play with my brother. We played this with DS download play all the time as kids, on car trips, doctor's appointments. This game kept us busy. Personally, and I don't think I'm the only one here, this is probably one of my favorite Mario Party games, if not my favorite, period. So now you're wondering, what was the other Mario Party game I grew up with? Mario Party 9. Something I should mention here, both these games were actually gifted to my brother, and not me. Whenever we would go to a Walmart and we go to the video game section, he would always say how he wanted Mario Party 9. I guess it must have been the box art. I mean, come on, it's so colorful. It looks like a good time. But so does LSD. So once he received it as a gift and we started playing it, something happened. Something crazy, something cruel, something absurd. It became one of our favorite Wii games.
Yes, Mario Party 9 was one of my favorite Wii games growing up, which means I like this game. But for some, that is not the case, and some people even dubbed this one of the worst Mario parties in the series. So I'm here to figure this out. Why do I like Mario Party 9? And what made it so appealing to me as a kid? Or am I just going insane?
First of all, why is Mario Party 9 hated? Well, up to this game's release, the Mario Party series has been developed by one developer and one developer only, Hudson Soft. They released the very first Mario Party back in 1998 for the N64, and continued to do so all the way until Mario Party 8, releasing in 2007 on the Wii. But in April of 2011, Hudson Soft was bought out and merged into the pre-existing Konami. Thus, Nintendo had to find a new home for the Mario Party series. So, starting in 2012, ND Cube became the newest developer for the Mario Party series, and has been that ever since. They were actually the ones who developed Wii Party, so they were a natural choice to take over the series. But ND Cube had a different vision for Mario Party, and made critical changes that made Mario Party fans extremely upset.
So, in order to see those changes for myself, we're gonna have to play this game again. Only issue is, earlier this morning when I was trying to have a good old Mario Party 9 sesh,
That's our guy! Get him!
so the only thing we can do is, don't tell anyone.
So the main gripe that everyone has with Mario Party 9 is the way the boards are actually played. In every Mario Party game up to this point, each player individually rolls a dice and individually made their way around the board. Each space you moved to or every minigame you played would give you coins. These could be put towards purchasing items to be used against other players, and most importantly, to get stars. Whoever had the most stars by the end of the game would be crowned the superstar. I guess ND Cube really didn't like this, because they changed the format significantly. Now, each board was a single line, with a start and a finish. Collecting coins was no more. Instead, now we collected mini stars, and having the most of these by the end of the game would crown you as the superstar. Unique and interesting items were also a no-go. The only ones you would get now were special kinds of dice blocks. And the change that made everyone the most upset, instead of walking around individually, everyone was in a single car together. As you could probably guess, my ride home from jail was lovely. Listen, I get why everyone hates this, but I mean, it's interesting. It forces you to come up with a whole new strategy now. Since everyone was together, you could easily try to force the other players into bad situations and force them to lose mini stars. There's still different paths you can choose to take, making you constantly think about the person going after you and if you can put them into danger. It changes the format of Mario Party, yes, but that doesn't mean it's bad. And plus, the one thing that remains the same here from past Mario Parties are the mini games. These are still as fun as always. I have a ton of memories with these, and I've always had a good time playing them. So knowing all this, Mario Party 9 isn't that bad, right?
Well, in order to figure that out, I actually have to play it. I need to see if these opinions actually hold up. My session was cut off early this morning, so really, I haven't played this in years. Surely, my opinions won't change. I need to rethink my whole life. This game sucks!
I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was going insane on replaying this after years. Yeah, this is just not it. I don't know what ND Cube was thinking while making this game. I always remembered it being a little structurally different, but I didn't remember it being very structurally different. Where do I even begin?
Here we go!
Having everyone together in a single vehicle is just not a good idea. The whole idea of Mario Party was that it was like a board game, with everyone rolling a die and moving around a board individually, like a board game. But here, this just makes no sense! Everyone moves along a linear board with the goal of getting to the finish line. There's one strict path you follow, with an occasional short diversion, which is usually just set up to just disadvantage you, so there's really no point in choosing to go there. It just sucks a lot of the fun and competitiveness out of the game. A lot of the fun of the previous games was when you were able to disadvantage other players using unique items to take coins or even stars away from them. It caused tension. It's the reason I had my first fist fight. In this game, there's barely any of that. The only items you can get are variations of dice blocks. The only way to ruin a player's game is to land on a Bowser space, which only starts showing up halfway through a game. Without the constant fights breaking out while playing, it's just not as fun. So like I've already said, the goal of every other Mario Party game up to this one was to be the player with the most stars at the end. It's simple and just makes sense. But for Mario Party 9, I guess ND Cube didn't like this because that's better. Yeah, so in this game, stars are replaced with mini stars. These are scattered all over the board, and the player, who is the captain as you travel through them, is the one who collects them. You also collect them through winning mini games, through Bowser spaces, or through lucky spaces. This also just isn't as fun. In every other game, you collected coins as you landed on spaces, and you had to reach 20 coins in order to get a star. You also had to reach the space where you could buy a star. Coins were also spent on items, and you had to decide if it was worth spending them on items or saving them all for stars. There was strategy, and whenever you landed on the star space, you felt like you earned it. Here, it just doesn't feel rewarding at all. Coins are non-existent here. you only collect mini stars. And you're practically just gifted them. You didn't earn them. It's really just luck-based. And another thing, it could end up really unfair. Potentially, since you're all together and it's luck-based, one player could just get really lucky and constantly is the one who gets the mini stars. I mean, look at this! I'm looking at you, Toad. Yeah! This retention graph haunts my dreams. One of the ways you can lose mini stars is by collecting mini stars. Obviously, the best way to create the opposite of something is to change it to purple and to change the first S to a Z.
Man, this game is pretty sweet, isn't it?
You can also lose mini stars after someone lands on a Bowser space, which again, only starts showing up halfway through the game. Sometimes Bowser will just take mini stars away from a player. Again, this just isn't fun. You used to be able to use your items and take stars or coins away from other players, which at least gave you an excuse to beat up your cousin. The way it's done here just doesn't raise the stakes or create the tension other Mario Party games do. Losing stars is your own fault now, or you're just very unlucky. Another way these Bowser spaces take away your mini stars is by Bowser taking away a certain amount of mini stars from each player, and then you have to battle it out to win them back in a minigame. Speaking of,
I'm gonna win.
So this is one of the only things that I think still holds up in this game. The minigames. I mean, come on. Minigames are probably one of the best things about Mario Party.
Yes!
I take back everything I just said. The minigames in this game are extremely fun. Since I played them a lot as a kid, I am very nostalgic for a lot of these minigames. And I'm happy to say, these still hold up tremendously well for me. Minigames have always helped the pacing of a Mario Party game. After everyone has a turn, you then go into a minigame. This helps you not get bored of the game. Imagine if you didn't play a minigame after each turn. Imagine how boring and slow that would be. Surely, Mario Party 9 can't change that. That's what they did. Of course that's what they did. After going through a cycle of turns, it just repeats. There is no break for a minigame each turn. I was baffled. This is what really crossed the line for me when I replayed this. It made no sense. The only way you can play a minigame is to either land on a minigame space or land on a blue space and get one from an item box. This makes minigames a less frequent part of the game, which makes it a heck of a lot more boring. I shouldn't have to hope to play a minigame in Mario Party. It should be more of a guarantee. This really ruins the whole format of Mario Party. And the worst part is, they stuck with this for the next entry on the Wii U, Mario Party 10. The regular Mario Party mode in this game is basically just an HD version of Mario Party 9, but a whole lot worse. It was just super short for some reason. And I mean, come on, it just feels like Mario Party 9 again. I recently tried this out after playing 9, and it took me 20 minutes to play an entire game. I played around 3 minigames the entire game. That doesn't seem legal. And apparently it isn't. These changes just really rubbed me the wrong way, and were the defining reasons for why I really don't like Mario Party 9.
This just goes to show that just because you enjoyed something as a kid does not necessarily mean that it's good. We were kids. Our minds weren't as critical back then, and opinions are bound to change the older you get. Nostalgia can easily affect your opinion on something, and it's until you take those goggles off that you realize Mario Party 9 sucks. Well, now that my opinion about Mario Party 9 has changed, I can't just live my life without having another outlandish opinion about a widely hated game. Come on, there has to be something else here somewhere. Star Fox Zero! I'm gonna shut my mouth this time.